Well, I'm going to start building something again. First, I want to start off with this. So right here, I have the Flight Test X29. I just recently built this thing. Well, actually, I just built it like, what, 10 minutes ago? So, the only main reason why I built this one was to test my building skills because it's one of the more intricate flight test aircraft they've made. And it's one of the more cooler looking ones that they've made. And of course, if I had the money, which is around $150, $200, I could get this thing up in the air and flying. Because in the videos that they've shown of this thing is incredibly agile. And it's just a Delta Mix aircraft. As in, this little surface area right here is basically all the control surfaces for up, down, right, and left movement. But the one thing that just boggles my mind every time they do something with every time Flight Test does an aircraft with a canard system, is that they make it so the canards do not function. Because if I had the proper equipment and everything else, like I said, if I had all the stuff, I would actually make these canards work. And this thing will be incredibly agile, way more agile than the one that they currently got. But with that said, it's just made out of foam board. I mean, it's super light, but also fairly sturdy. And what I did with this thing is that, as you can tell, it's actually pretty freaking big compared to the Draken 3. I've made it in a way to where I can pop this thing apart. I can actually pop off the wings. I just remove this little plate right here in the middle. I just simply have it taped on. And I can just pop the wings off. And then, of course, I can pop off the nose cone. If I can pause the video. And just like so, the nose just pops off. It's basically held in by friction. And of course, right here would actually be where you place the battery for center of gravity. Here's the inside of the aircraft. I mean, it's to an extent, it's somewhat like building my little Drake in here and whatnot. But yeah. And besides comparison, this one's still longer. I mean, this one's still bigger, but if I had the proper know-how of how to properly create plans for foam board aircraft like this, I could totally go in here and I could totally convert this from paper into a full foam board variant and actually get it flying. But unfortunately, I don't got the skill set for that. I only got the skill set for building, which kind of stinks, but I'm okay with it. Also, I do still have the little winglet drones. I'm just not going to work on them now for a while because I'm waiting for him to build the Mikamo variant of this aircraft. So around November, which is my next local anime convention, I will have this thing all set. I'll have these two built and attached to the aircraft. And of course, I have new fish. Actually, I'm pretty sure a few people seen this, but he's doing a lot better now. He's definitely looking a lot more like a Flowerhorn than I originally got him. He's one of my more... I'm very happy with my purchase, by the way. He's a beautiful little Flowerhorn. So, what am I going to do now? Well, I'm going to build this. So I actually just got done watching Cell World and I legitimately liked it. Of course, the only reason why I watched it in the beginning was due to the SAO versus Excel World game that came out for the PC, which, as it stands right now, this recording is a fairly broken port, but I'm not going to get into that. But with that said, I'm going to be building this. As far as I know, when it comes to scaling, she is going to be full life size. She's 5'3", so I tried my best to get the proper scaling because I know the wings right here are going to be a lot more taller than the actual than her head, so I have to accommodate that. And of course, right here you actually have all the parts required to run to build everything. And of course, I did some testing. With these two little parts here to get a general idea of how tall it would be. And I'm thinking it will be correct. So with that said, I'm going to start building this pretty soon. Most likely starting tomorrow. And I'm thinking it's going to take me a week to build in total, but I could be wrong. I mean, it's actually a pretty low polygon count. So it shouldn't be that difficult, but also the way this thing is designed from the looks of it, the head pops off and the legs pop off at the kneecaps. So to an extent, maybe even the hands pop off too, I don't know. To an extent, this is going to be like my Mass Effect 3 Jack in a way, to where it comes to storing and whatnot. Because of the wings can pop off, then I know for a fact I can easily build this thing and then I'll be able to store it in my closet and have enough room left over for Freya when that model eventually comes out. But yes, so expecting next day or so to see a build log start up on this.